friends, welcome back to my channel. Sas here. I'm here to do a review of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Alright, let's talk about Caesar. Now, as we know, Caesar is broke, lonely, sad, pathetic, and that's Caesar. So we find out this episode, okay, that Mr. Insufficient Funds, Maria's flight was canceled because of the insufficient funds. So, of course, he's saying, I feel bad, it's my fault, but she could have told me that the flight was canceled. So he calls, and lo and behold, she answers. Now, she ain't talked to him in 4 days, but now all of a sudden, she's answering. Okay. So he was like, hey, babe. I'm like, and she was like, yes. And so he was like, what's going on? And so she was like, the flight was canceled. And he was like, okay, I understand that, but why didn't you tell me? And she was like, well, I had gotten up, checked online, and had seen that it was canceled. Okay? And so he was like, okay, he was like, but if you would have let me know earlier, we could have worked something out. I could have got you here. Let me stop right there, friends. How? How are you going to get her there, C's? How are you going to get her there, Mr. Insufficient Funds? You don't have no money. Is he living in this world of that money is just going to sprout out? Is the producers going to pay for her trip? Okay. So he was like, I could have got you here. I would have found a way to get you here. And so she was like, no. Don't even worry about it. I'm tired. I'm tired. Now, I don't know if she's physically tired or if she's tired of C's. But lo and behold, she says it's over. O-V-A. Child, when I tell you, honey, the look on his face. He was like, wait a minute. He said, what are you saying? And she was like, don't book no ticket. I'm tired. It's just overseas. And so he was like, so all that we've done went through, and this is it? Are you saying that we're breaking up? We're broken up? And so she was like, yes, child. And the shady producers, did y'all see the producers zoom over there after he done got his heart ripped out, stepped on, dragged, and burnt? Honey, the producers had the audacity to zoom in on his little gifts. What was that? The chocolate covered panties? Was that the fruit roll-up panties? Or was that them raggedy flowers? What was it that producers was being shady with? I said, producers, you ain't nothing. You ain't about nothing. And then they heard this whole conversation. And one of the producers says, did she just break up with you? Girl, where you been? So, see. So Maria done stepped on his heart, his soul, his bank account. And, honey, he's sitting there and he done got to crying. Y'all know that meme or that gif with that little black boy? And he has that one single tear going down his cheek and he walks away. That's Caesar. Caesar had one single tear going down his cheek. Have y'all ever seen that movie, Glory, with Denzel Washington? Child, when I tell you that was a good movie, and he had that one single tear going down his cheek, honey, they got that man an Oscar. Denzel got an Oscar with that one single tear. Okay? So Caesar, insufficient funds, he goes out on the deck. He is bawling. He says, I cannot believe she is doing this to me. I am heartbroken. Everyone's going to laugh at me. They are going to say, I told you so. And he was like, I'm just standing here just looking like a fool. Okay? I'm just looking like a fool. Now, I will say this. A small part of me, underneath my dark soul and my black heart, feel bad for Caesar. Okay. He shouldn't be treated like that. Maria knew what she was doing. Okay. She strung that man along for 5 years. Okay. And she knew that she was never going to meet this man. Alright, so I felt kind of bad for him. But then on the other hand, Caesar, you're a grown man and you was told. You was living in this delusional world that this woman was actually going to come and meet you, was actually wanting to have a relationship with you, that was actually going to marry you. In 5 years, she never made a way to come see you. Okay. All right, Caesar. All right. Well, y'all, that's Caesar. I mean, insufficient funds. I don't know what else to say about him. What do you all think about Caesar? All right, let's talk about Timothy and Jennifer. But as one of my homie subscribers like to refer to him as Timmy Neutron. Grace! Honey, when Grace dropped that jewel into my comment section, honey, I almost choked. Tell me that this is not Timothy. Honey, it's all over. Mr. Timmy Neutron. Grace, you ain't none. You ain't about none, gal. Getting me laughing, breaking my sides. Okay. All right. See, that's the kind of jewels we get here on my channel. So let's talk about Timmy and Jennifer, okay? So, as you know, he had beer thrown in his face, okay? So, he is really in the doghouse. He feels bad, so he calls Jennifer and have her meet him at the park and bring the little girl on too. What's her name? Violet. He's sitting there, he got some flowers, and he was like, listen, I gotta make this up, okay? All right? Yes, I was in a relationship with someone. Yes, I should have told her, but you know, I ain't never had nothing thrown in my face before. So, Jennifer shows up, and that cute little girl, and here he goes. Long story short, I'm sorry. I am sorry for everything I have ever done. And so Jennifer was like, did you love her? And he was like, well, yeah, I mean, we was in a relationship. She lived with me in the United States. And this breakup was horrible, okay? He said, I had a hard time with this breakup. Like any breakup, okay? If you have been with someone for a certain amount of time and you break up with them, it's devastating. We all have been there. Okay, your heart is broken, child, you just all over the place. You are towed up from the floor up, okay? Bags all underneath your eyes, you can't eat, you can't sleep. What's going on here? But you pick yourself up and you dust yourself off. And so he was just like, yeah, you know, we was in a relationship, I should have told you, but I'm not here to talk about my exes, okay? I'm here to talk about me and you and Violet. This is why I'm here. I want to have a relationship with you. I want to have a bond with Violet. So can we, like, you know, move on? So, of course, Jennifer, you know, she was like, yes, you know, of course. But, you know, I'm going to keep my good eye on him. Now, we already know, okay? Now, he already done got this text from an ex out the blue. Honey, Veronica, she ain't going nowhere. Veronica will always be there until Timothy says no more. Okay? But Timothy's not going to do that because he is co-parenting Veronica's child. This child see this man as her father. And you think that that's just going to be broken up just like that? I think not. So, he's going to have to deal with that. So, they go around the tour of the city. Very beautiful. I mean, beautiful. And, you know, they're talking and he's like, oh, God, you are such a fantastic mother. And she was like, oh, thank you. And he was like, you know, I hope one day, you know, me and you can have children. You know, and so she looked and he was like, you know, how many kids do you want? She was like, yeah, I want some more children. I don't know, but I want some more children. And he was like, I think me and you will make good-looking kids. And so she stopped, and she was like, looking at him. And in her confessional, she said, now, how in the world are we going to make kids when you haven't even kissed kissed me yet. I said, ding, 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 ding. I was like, child, you ain't even kissed her. They're out here in this beautiful country, okay, going from spot to spot to spot. And here is Timothy. I really want to kiss her, but it hasn't been the right time. What? You in bed with her? It's been plenty of opportunities for you to slide on in. Boy, what's wrong with you? So now they're sitting there, and so she's like, he haven't even tried to kiss me, and here he is talking about children. She was like, how that work? I'm agreeing with her. Okay, Timothy, listen. If you don't kiss this woman, touch this woman, hold this woman, show some type of affection towards this woman, honey, she gonna move elsewhere. You even said it out your mouth. You said, if I don't kiss this woman soon, I'm gonna miss my opportunity and she's gonna move on. Boy, you've been there for 2 days and you haven't kissed this woman. I think that's going to change next week because, honey, she was all Jennifer Lopez in it next week. Honey, she was rubbing all over, a little of the other car. Honey, you better kiss that woman. All right, let's move on. All right, let's talk about Akini and Benjamin. Now, listen, all right. As we know last week, Akini was upset. She said that her brother said something to her that made her upset. And so she told Benjamin to leave. Okay, she didn't even tell Benjamin what's up. So we have her upset. And so Benjamin was like, listen, okay, she's upset. She's not telling me what the brother said. And I'm staying with the brother. So now I got to go over to the brother and say, look, we got to go. Okay, she upset. So here is the brother who he wants approval from because in order to get him and his father's approval, he can't marry Akini. So he goes over there. I said, Benjamin, listen here now. Stay calm. Pump your chest up a little bit. Don't be no punk. But just say what you got to say. Okay, all right, all right. So he goes over and he was like, listen, we got to go. Akini's upset. We just have to go. And so here's the brother. What happened? And so he was like, I just think there's some miscommunication. She's overwhelmed. We just need to go. So here is the brother. The brother was like, now, okay, all right. We will deal with this tomorrow, but I want you to know, okay, this is the second time you done messed up. Okay, the first time you didn't bring no gift. Akini got you a gift. You didn't bring her a gift. And now you done made my sister upset. We will discuss this tomorrow. Now see, Benjamin is taking all those licks. Okay, he did not tell the brother that the reason Akini is upset is because of you. Okay, he just kept his mouth shut. And I was like, Benjamin, now listen here, Akini. I am rooting for you and Benjamin. But you can't be leaving that man out there dry like that. You can't have your man out there taking them licks. But he took it. Okay, he took it. So the next day, he's talking to Akini. And Akini says that her brother told her that she brought shame amongst the family. Okay, bringing Benjamin there because, the father didn't show up. So she brought shame onto the family. And so Benjamin was like, okay, I'm not understanding. Okay, why don't you talk to them about it? Why don't you just tell your brother that you didn't like it, that it hurt your feelings? And she said, no. Okay, she says, you don't understand. This is what we do in our family. This is how, I was raised. Okay? Basically, they was raised to take the licking, mouth licking, the disrespect from the brother and the father, and the females just keep their mouth shut. That's how I took it. And did I take it wrong, friends? Okay. Keep your mouth shut. Okay, and you could tell that she was embarrassed, awkward. You know, the cameras was there. I mean, she wasn't gonna kick in the door and be like, you know, F you, brother. You know, we're about to, you know, throw up hands. She ain't gonna be doing all that. Okay, she says that this is how we are. All right, and it hurt my feelings, and you know, that's that. And so Benjamin was like, okay, well, I want to talk to your brother. She was like, no. She says, if you talk to him, she's like, I would be very, very upset with you. And he was like, well, what am I supposed to tell him? And she was like, make up something. Akini said, tell a lie. I don't care what you do. Okay, but don't tell my brother how I feel, or my mother, or my sister. I'm like, child, oh my God. And so here is Benjamin. Benjamin said, you know, Akini needs to work on her communication skills. Benjamin, what is wrong with you? Of course y'all are going to have communication problems. You're dealing with someone from another country. Boy, if you don't hush, okay? So, got Benjamin so shook, he done pulled out the Bible. Oh, Lord, I wanna thank you. I was like, you better talk to him, Jesus. He is having a hard time. Ooh, but that is Benjamin and Akini. All right, I'm going to make this short and sweet, okay? Avery and Omar. Now, it seems like Avery and her mom have been there for months. They only been there for 4 days, okay? Finally, it's the night before the wedding. And for some reason, her mama, after the, you know, her and Omar had their little meeting about the diary and all this stuff, her mama comes telling her, you know, you sure you want to go through with this? You sure that Omar wants to marry you for the right reasons, or does he just want a visa? Does he just want a green card? What's the deal? I'm looking at Mama Avery like, you got a whole dollar who has done fought tooth and nail to get over there and marry this man. She went over there without a cell phone. A 19-year-old. You think dropping this little line about him not really wanting you for what you think, okay, he just using you, is going to change her mind now. That's going to piss her off. And that's exactly what happened. Avery got all mad. She got all shook. She was like, why are you telling me this? Okay, why do you think that he don't love me? All right, that man loves me, and I'm going to marry him tomorrow. Okay, so she gets up all shook, and she was like, come on, let's ask him. Let's ask him together. And so Mama Avery was like, I ain't moving. So here comes Avery stomping. Okay, she goes opening up the door. Habibi. Okay, he wasn't in there. I don't know where he went. So she had to go back into the room, all red-faced, tears flying, snot flying. I'm like, Avery, listen, if you don't calm yourself down, how is Avery throwing a full-blown tantrum really think that she's going to live in Syria with no running water, no electricity? But you think you're going to cope with all of the surroundings and the environment of Syria, what all Syria brings, girl? Okay. Now, I'm rooting for Avery and Omar. Out of all the couples, I want Avery and Omar to work out, and I want Akini and Benjamin to work out. All right. Mama Avery, okay, need to just hurry up and get home. All right. Your girl is not going anywhere. All right. She feels like that Omar loves her. All right. Because she says, listen, we can live anywhere. No, ain't he going to be a dentist? Ain't that right? He's going to be a dentist? Okay. And she was like, he can live anywhere. Okay, it's just going to take some time for him to go to the United States. All right. But we can live here. We can live in Dubai. We can live in Lebanon. All this stuff. All right. But the one thing she didn't tell her mama is that her plans was to live in Syria. Child, this would have been the perfect opportunity for you to tell your mama about, child. Not gonna happen. Okay. Didn't happen. Now her mama is sitting up there looking at her, and then her mama says, why are you in a rush to get married? Y'all, where has Mama Avery been? Have she not been here the whole time? Have you done heard her? The whole reason why you over is because your daughter want to get married, child. Shut up. I mean, okay. That's it. That's all I want to talk about Avery and Omar and that mama. Okay, now. Let's talk about Darcy and Tom. All right. So as you know, Tom, he had made plans for him and Darcy to go, elsewhere. But Darcy, okay, codependent self to her sister, her sister calls and says, listen, I want you and Tom to come over here to Albania and meet me in my boo, Florida. And then Darcy, instead of telling her sister to kick bricks with no shoes on, she could tell me, okay. So her and Tom, they get to Albania, okay? Tom is tired, all right? I'm sure Darcy is tired. So they supposed to go to the hotel. He was like, oh, Lord, I'm tired. I need to freshen up. I need to rest, okay? We've been flying. I really don't want to be here because it's like a communist country. So they get to the airport. They're in the cab, and here is the sister texting Darcy talking about change of plans. Meet us at the restaurant. And so Tom was like, you got to be kidding me. Now, instead of Darcy saying, I don't think so. We have been on this plane for hours. It is hot. I'm tired. We hungry. And when you've been on a plane for a long time, you feel sticky, wet, gross. The only thing you want to do is take a shower and lay down and eat. That's what you want to do, okay? But oh no, Darcy was like, oh, okay. So they get to this restaurant, okay? Now outside the restaurant, here comes Darcy. And they got all this luggage. And see, that's another thing. They had to haul their luggage out of the taxi into this restaurant, okay? Now, here's Darcy. I got to put on some high heels because I know my sister's going to have high heels and I don't want her taller than me. And here's Tom. Tom's like, you got to be kidding me. We are outside of a restaurant. Let's just put on, you got on shoes. And she was like, no, 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 no. She will be taller than me. How old is Darcy, y'all? 40-something years old, and she done flew hours and hours, got on full face of makeup, and you worried about if your sister is taller than you, and you got to pull out 4, 5, 6-inch heels. Darcy, go stand at the edge of the cliff and contemplate jumping off. What is wrong with her, y'all? Darcy get on my nerves. She is getting on my nerves. So they get to the restaurant. Now, it ain't bad enough that the sister already texted and said, we gonna meet you at the restaurant, okay? And they was like, sure. Even though Tom didn't want to, he went ahead along with Darcy because Darcy can't open up her mouth and tell her sister, hell no. So they inside the restaurant, okay? And they wait. Darcy's twin sister and her man couldn't even make it there on time. They were what, 15, 20, 30 minutes late? And honey, Tom said, listen, I ain't got time for this. I'm tired. Okay? I'm going to give them 15 more minutes and it's a wrap. Honey, Darcy should have said, we ain't giving them 15 minutes. We're going to give them 5. Come on, baby. Let's roll out. She didn't do that. All right. So Darcy's sister and her man finally show up. And can I just say, Florian, he looks different in them pictures. He done pulled a Rebecca. I said, well, you don't look like that in them pictures. Honey, the angles. So, of course, kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy, Here come Tom with a comment talking about, we've been waiting here for hours for you. I did not even hear Darcy's sister Stacy even apologize for being late. I didn't hear her saying, oh my God, I am so sorry I am late. All right, I apologize. If I'm supposed to meet up with my homegirls or my family and I'm late, that's the first thing sorry. I'm late, child. I mean, you know. Okay? But they didn't even apologize. Alright? So here's Darcy talking about how Florian is good looking, and, you know, Stacy saying that Tom is good looking, and, you know, it really just started off awkward. So here is, you know, Darcy and Stacy talking, and Florian and Tom went outside to go have a cigarette. So here is Stacy talking about how, you know, she wants to meet Tom. She wants to see Tom and Darcy together because we all know that Darcy and Jesse did not work out. How many times have we heard that? How many times? And Stacy didn't like Jesse. And Darcy should have listened to Stacy. Blah, blah, blah. Child, I'm so tired of hearing about Jesse, okay? So, they go out sightseeing. And long story short, it seems like to me that Darcy and Stacy is a competition. Okay? A competition. One has to one-up the other. Alright? Just like in a restaurant. Stacy had on an outfit. Tom said something about that he liked the outfit. Darcy was like, well, I had the same outfit. Too bad I couldn't wear it. I mean, stupid shit. Just stupid. So, here they are in this beautiful country, okay? And they go back and forth with each other about the wedding. And, you know, Stacy asked Tom, you know, what kind of wedding do you want? And he was like, well, I really haven't thought about it, okay? I don't really think about weddings like that. So, of course, Darcy felt some type of way because every 5 seconds, she dropped a hint of a wedding. And here her sister is engaged to a man who proposed to her the first time that they met up. Her first trip. So, she gets emotional, her voice starts cracking, her lips start quivering, and honey, she gets to cry. Darcy, if you would have took the plan that your man planned out to begin with, you wouldn't be standing out crying. Okay? You could have met Florian and Stacy anytime. Okay? Tom had a plan. You ruined it. So, honey, child, what do y'all think about Darcy and Stacy? Is that her name? What do y'all think about those two? Do you think there's some type of competition there, child? Foolish. They're just foolish. And I'm going to tell you right now, Tom ain't going to put up with too much of this. Darcy acted like a little girl. She a grown woman with 2 children. 2 teenage daughters. That's it. Okay. Now, let's talk about Rebecca and Zed. Rebecca is a bag of mess. I'm going to say this right now. Rebecca is a hot fire pit burning mess. So she done met the mama and the daddy. Now she has to meet the sister. And the sister of Zed, Zed's sister and Zed are very, very close. Like overprotective sister close. So they are out about, you know, getting some spices, you know, to bring a gift to Zed's sister. Because she is cooking some food, you know, for Zed and Rebecca. So they get there. And, honey, right off the bat, Zed's sister is looking at her up and down, left to right, and the 2 side eyes, okay? She's like, honey, she don't like Rebecca from jump. Alright? And basically, of course, there's some communication problems because she barely speaks English. She's cooking up that food. Alright? And I will say that little pasta dish, what did he call it? Macaroni? Honey, that looked good. I was like, wait a minute now. And those little pot stickers that she was frying up, I said, I would have told that food all the tell y'all something. I love food, okay? I would try anything, okay? I would eat a horse's booty if it's cooked right. I would try anything. Of course I wouldn't. Y'all, that's a joke, okay? But I will try I would try anything once, okay? So, she's in the kitchen, all right? And so Rebecca's nervous. Zed got on this why is Zed wearing that Baby Gap t-shirt? I'm like, Zed, if you don't take that 2T off. Honey, looking like Big Bird trying to fight. I said, what? I'm like, Zed, take off that shirt now. You know that's too tight. So anyway. So Rebecca, she's trying to have, conversation with the sister. The sister was like, listen, why should my brother sacrifice his whole life for you? Okay. And here's Rebecca, nervous, and she was like, well, I don't know. She said, you love my brother? And she was like, yes, I love him. I love him very much. And she was like, then why is it that you're not sacrificing anything? Okay. Why is it that he can go over to the United States, but you can't come over here? Here's Rebecca, well, I don't know. I don't know. I have children. Honey, the sister didn't care about your kids. She wants to know why her brother had to leave her family, just to go over to the United States to be with you. Why is that? Why aren't you doing anything? So, of course, Rebecca, she has no answers, okay? She is nervous, and she was like, oh, my God, this is so uncomfortable and awkward. I told him not to leave me alone with her. Well, oh, well, he did. So, he went to go sit at the table. So, it's eating time. Zed's sister was being a little bit shady. And she was like, how many exes? How many exes? So Zed was like, how many ex-boyfriends you had or exes? And honey, here's Rebecca. Honey, she almost choked on that bread, child. And she was like, three ex divorce. Maybe I'll be number 4, yeah? And honey, Zed's sister went like this. Well, if you don't shut your mouth, what you talking about? So, of course, it was awkward. They finished eating, and here's Rebecca, all right? She's still keeping the secret that she is technically still married, all right? But she has another secret, all right? So, they go out to this beautiful, oh, my God, did y'all see where they were, like, sitting down to eat? Was that a restaurant? What was that, y'all? Oh, my God, it was gorgeous. It was beautiful. I just love places like that. So it was gorgeous. They was outside, and so she was like, now I need to tell you something. And he was like, yeah. And she was like, I've just been afraid to tell you because I didn't want you to stop loving me. Now this is a grown woman, filtered face. Okay, I told y'all this whole relationship is filtered. All right? Now, if you got to send pictures to someone that you supposedly love with a filtered face, you hiding something. Okay? So, she comes telling Zed, not that she's technically still married. She's been in a relationship with a woman before. Rebecca, what is wrong with you? Like that, my God. So she is telling Zed, who is a Muslim, okay, whose family is very strict and traditional, okay? And he's like, what? And so she was like, yes, I've been in a relationship with the woman. I haven't did it before. I ain't done it, since. It's just experimental. I just wanted to know what it was like. And so he was like, oh my goodness. He said, listen, he says, my parents will never ever find this out. Okay. When it comes to you and this woman in a relationship, you keep your mouth shut. All right. My parents don't need to know none of this. And so here is Rebecca. She had a little bit of an attitude come talking about, yeah, because they know me so well. Rebecca, you're in the wrong, sweetie. You know you're dealing with a Muslim man. And you know their beliefs. Okay? They don't like that kind of stuff. And here you are, still technically married. Girl. So here is Zed. He accepts that because he says, listen, she was with this woman before I knew her. She was with this woman before me and her was in a relationship. So that's Zed and Rebecca, child. That's Zed and Rebecca. All right, last and certainly least, Angela and Michael. I'm going to need for someone to beat the crap out of Angela. That's what I'm going to need. All right? Angela is a 53-year-old woman, grandma, who's done through all kinds of temper tantrums. Okay? Tripolar. All right? She got upset with Michael because he took a picture on a boat. And she says that he lied to her and that it was a whole bunch of women on the boat. It was one woman, and the woman was sitting all the way across from Michael. Angela's a fool. And then she built like, what is that man that's a Despicable Me? What's that man's name? That's who she built like. And she got the audacity to just act this way. And she loves him, okay? She wants to make babies with him. She want to give this man a baby. Child. Okay. So she gets SUV. She goes back to the hotel. She is going on and on about how Michael has been lying to her. And how she's tired of him lying to her. He's been lying to her for 2 years and she's sick of it. Okay. So here's Michael. Michael was like, Lord have mercy. She's been here a day and she's already done cussed me out, laid me out. It's just a hot mess. So here is Angela. She gets to the hotel. She's at the little, I think that's the hotel bar or lounge or whatever. She's drinking her beer, smoking her cigarette because her nerves are shot. Here comes Michael, like a little puppy, going behind her, talking about, I brought you a Coke. Honey, she said, I don't want your Coke. Honey, she threw that Coke, cussing him, called him a B word. Now, here this bad-built white woman in Nigeria, who his friends already clowned him for, is openly screaming at this man, calling him a B-word, throwing soda on the ground, and storming off. She takes all his stuff, okay, tosses it out in the hallway, and says he ain't coming back in here. We are done. We are D-U-N. We're done. Okay? I won't have nothing else to do with him. Alright? He can take his feet to the street. And here's Michael. Itchy. Itchy. Oh my God, Itchy. Please talk to me, Itchy. I was like, oh my goodness. Shut up, Michael. Michael, if you don't shut up, you better. So, she says that she is tired of staying in that room, so she got a little freshened up. She done sprayed a little, Family Dollar spritz. So out she goes. Okay, so she goes and she wants to get her hair braided. So she asked the woman up front, where can I go and get my hair braided? So she goes out. Here's Michael. Okay, looking like who done it, what for. He slept all night in the car. Don't Michael have a home? I'm like, Michael, you have a home, don't you? Okay, why didn't you go home? You slept in the car? Child, honey, they making Michael looking like #1 punk. I was like, Lord have mercy. Ain't took no shower. Not a drop water have hit him or his mouth. Okay? So, look, face ashy, breath stinking, body rotten, and you just gonna put on the shirt that you done pulled out the truck? No, sir. Oh, no, ma'am. Okay, so here comes Angela. She comes out completely ignoring Michael. And so Michael's like, Itchy, 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 Itchy. she was like, don't talk to me, Michael. Leave me alone. Okay, so he was like, talk to me. Let me at least get you a car. And so she was like, okay, get the car. So as he goes to get the car, she hightails it. Here's Michael turning around. He sees she ain't there. He goes chasing after. And then he was like, oh my goodness. So Angela, she goes in there and she is getting her hair braided. And she's talking to the lady, and the lady's like, you from the States? And she was like, yeah, I'm from the States. And so the lady's like, well, what are you doing here? And she was like, well, I'm supposed to be here with my fiance, but the only thing he know how to do is lie. Do your man lie? So that woman was like, no, me and my man straight. Okay? I don't know what's wrong with you. So here comes Michael. He done brought his little fuss on up in there with a cake. Because as we remember last time, okay, what got her back was some cake. So he thought, okay, well, let me get her some strawberry cake with some, icing. And I must say, that cake looked delicious. I was like, give me some of that cake. Eat that cake, Daddy, baby, eat that cake. So he comes up in there with the cake. All right. And she was like, Michael, please get out. All right. Just get out. I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. Just stop it. You breaking in that cake, you think that I'm just going to change my mind like before? But this ain't before. It's over. OVA. It's over. Okay. We are done. And so she opens up the cake. He's standing there looking like Dad in the funny papers. Looking real dumb. Real dumb. She takes the cake and slams it in his face. When I tell you, honey, his friends have clowned him before, they really gonna clown him now. Angela, if you don't take yourself back to Georgia where you belong and don't ever step foot back in Nigeria, honey, they probably got her picture up there saying, this woman is not allowed back in our country. Honey, you embarrassing all of us. You embarrassing America. You got your Humpty Dumpty self on down there looking foolish, acting foolish, sounding foolish. Okay. And you done smashed the cake in his face over a lie that you done conjured up in your head. Something wrong with you. And something wrong with Michael for accepting this. But I guess, she's paying for Michael. Michael ain't working. She pays him. He pays the bills. I mean, and another thing, I bet you $1, 5 minutes later, she done went down there and got her some cake. I bet you she was walking away like this. Ice showed up is good. Alright, guys. I think I hit on everyone. If I didn't, oh well. Okay? But I think I did. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And until next week, friends. Bye.